We come to the concluding verse of the fourth chapter of the Gospel of John, verse 54. This is now John's summary statement that he makes at the conclusion of describing the healing of a young man who was the son of a nobleman, a political figure who was apparently, possibly associated with the household of Herod there in that region of Galilee. But Jesus has, at the request of this man, healed him, even at a distance. Jesus was in Cana, and the young man was in Capernaum, and yet he declares that he lives, and indeed at that very hour he was restored to good health. And now this statement by John is intended to bring to a conclusion that, and also make a further observation that we see as the verse unfolds. It begins with tuto, the demonstrative pronoun, this. It's the neuter, it's the nominative. This, again, pollen, is the word. So again, this, implied in this sentence, is the word is. We don't have it here directly, but it's suggested by the grammar. So this is, again, deuteron. Deuteron, adjective, second, and it is modifying this word semeion, which we've seen before, second sign. This is the second sign, John tells us. Epoiesen, this is from poieo, contract verb. This is the third person singular aorist, active indicative. This is the second sign that he did, namely ho Jesus, that Jesus did. Eilthon, participle, masculine, singular, nominative, associated with Jesus. So Jesus having come, it's the aorist participle from erchomai. So this is the second sign that Jesus did, having come ectes Udaius, out of Judah, eistain Galileon, into Galilee. John doesn't, of course, record all of these signs here by giving them numbers. We know that when he was in Judah, he did certain signs. We are told that by John earlier, but these are the two signs that he wants to highlight for us now while Jesus is in Galilee. The first one, of course, that he mentioned was turning the water into wine. We saw that in chapter 2. Now at the conclusion of chapter 4, this that John calls the second sign. The second, as it were, proof concerning the claims that Jesus will make concerning himself, and this happens to be a miracle of healing the son of a nobleman, healing the son of this nobleman even at a distance. And so once again we have proof, as it were, that Jesus comes with the imprimatur of heaven, with the very stamp of approval from God, the proof that what was announced at him or toward him in his baptism is in fact very much the case.